Day 21. Consider your source. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. John chapter 1 verse 18. A.W. Tozer, who is widely considered one of the great preachers, famously said that what comes into our minds when we think about God is the most important thing about us. So let me ask you, what comes into your mind when you think about God? There's no one that knows God, the Father, more than Jesus Christ. He was in the beginning with the Father, his home is in heaven with God, and he is seated at the right hand of the Father. The way John puts it is brilliant. It makes a stark distinction between mankind's closeness to God and Jesus' closeness to God. While Jesus is in the bosom of the Father, no man has ever seen God, talk less of being in the Father's bosom. What this means is that our views of God, whatever they are wrong compared to Jesus' views of God. Put another way, we need to accept what Jesus shows us of the Father and reject what we think we know of him. To use an analogy, who would you believe more? A son who lives with his father and tells you about his father? Or a stranger who is telling you about the son's father, but has neither seen the son's father nor has spent time with him? A.W. Tozer goes on to say that the history of mankind will probably show that no people has ever risen above its religion. Another way to put this is to say that no one can achieve more than their belief system. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. For those who believe, nothing is impossible. So what do you believe about God? Before you choose to believe something about the Father, you need to consider your source. John states that Jesus has declared the Father to us. Everything that Jesus said on earth, he said under the authority of the Father. Everything that Jesus did, it did as he imitated the Father. This means that you can get to know the Father by paying close attention to what Jesus said and what Jesus did. As you wade through the four Gospels, you will see Jesus speaking gracious words, spending time with those who have been cast out by society, treating people better than what they deserve, teaching people, performing miracles to make people's lives better or save their lives, and ultimately dying on the cross for the sins that we committed. What does this tell you about the Father? And how does this compare to your view of the Father or what you may think you know of the Father? If what you think of God is the most important thing, then you need to make sure that your view of God reflects the truth. When you have the right view of God, everything about your life will change. Did you know? Religion is man's attempt to get close to God, but Jesus is God's way of getting close to man. Our meditation comes from James chapter 4 verse 8. Come near to God and he will come near to you. Prayer. Lord, I'm not interested in religion, but having a deeper relationship with you. Amen.